Take a look at this crazy video. Look at this monster, man. So this is the new release from Byte Dance, and I want to walk through exactly how things are going to change and what new capabilities this brings to people maybe who aren't making feature monster films but might be doing marketing and might be looking to capitalize on how to create things for brands using this technology. First, we're going to go through the actual upgrades from a practical standpoint, not the technical steps, but what features this unlocks. And then I'm going to look into how you can implement those into your own marketing to get the word out about all the things that you're creating and things that you're doing. I'm also going to then expand on that and look at different service lines that you might want to offer using this new technology. And at the end, I want to definitely look at some of the risks with this technology because they are unique from some of the other AI video generation models that you're probably used to. Okay, so first up, what actually changed? There's 3 specific things that this model brings to the table that haven't been available before. The first is what's called multimodal input. This basically means you can upload a bunch of different things all at once when you're creating a video. You can upload the audio that you want to use. You can upload examples of the motion of how things should move. You can upload assets of the style and so forth. And all of this just gives you much deeper control over that final output. Now, if you don't have the audio, that's another big upgrade here because it can create audio that includes dialogue, sound effects, music, all in a way that hasn't been possible before. But I think the biggest one is what's called the multi-shot storytelling. In the past, you would have to create, a clip of a close-up, then a clip of a wide shot, then a clip of something else happening. This does that all with one prompt. So what I just showed you, that monster jumping out of the ice, attacking that lab or whatever it was, that was all just one prompt. It's creating all of those different clips with one go. And that is absolutely huge. You don't need to storyboard everything out. You don't need to worry as much about all the character consistency stuff from clip to clip. All that's just really done and baked in. Another upgrade that's probably just as important is the text-based editing. So similar to the way that you're able to edit videos using Nano Banana, saying, hey, swap out the background, change this object. You can now do that in the video here. The pace at which this is moving is really blowing my mind. It makes me think of an Albert Einstein quote where he said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited, imagination encircles the world. And I think now imagination really is the only bottleneck to creating this stuff. Okay, so Albert Einstein tangents aside, how can you use this to make your marketing 10 times better? And for this, I'm jumping into the cheat sheet. I make a cheat sheet like this for every single video that I create. There are now over 170 of these. This is basically my personal library of research. These are all instantly available to anybody who supports this channel on Patreon. There is a link in the description for that. So check that out. And there's a workflow in here I want to just cruise through that I think can really be helpful. This is the product demo to videos with Seedance 2.0. So just starting, picking a goal. Is this a feature demo or a use case demo or an outcome demo? So getting clarity on that before you get going, I think is great. Then mapping your goal to your structure. So here are a couple different structures. There's the feature demo structure that looks like that. Use case demo structure that, starts with the person and what makes their job hard. Then the outcome-based demo here, 3 different structures you can choose from that can really help you map out these product demos. You want to, fluctuate between those. Don't just do the same structure every time you are doing some sort of a product promotion video. Write your 6-line shot list. And remember with Seedance, your shot list, because each output's going to have multiple shots. So this will create something that'll be a little bit longer than maybe you need to use, but starting with that problem, introducing the tool, that's where you want to put in a lot of information and photos and examples of the tool itself. For all of these, you want to make sure you're giving it your style references, your branding, and so forth. But this is a flow here of a potential shot list, generating those clips, and then selecting and assembling those clips. You can do very easily in Descript is the tool that I use for editing my videos together. If you want to get a little fancier, for sure, there is Adobe Premiere, which most people use for this type of thing. So that's just a quick and dirty workflow for anybody selling, physical products. You can adjust that, tweak that a little bit if you're selling digital products, and get creative, mainly focusing on the problems that your digital products solve. The second way that Seedance can really help with marketing is building these little TikTok reels and shorts. Shorts, as you probably well know, are the quickest way to get lots of organic reach. And now with these 15-second clips, these 15-second outputs, you only need to, finagle a couple of those that look good into a story, and you've got yourself a nice short. The other major unlock here is, as you're able to create so much of this, you can now do your A/B testing a lot faster. So creating a bunch of different iterations, getting those out there, seeing what gets traction, because elephant in the room, things are going to get a lot more competitive. It's going to be a lot harder to get people's attention. But I guess you got to think of the positive side of that, is that as an AI practitioner, you're on the forefront of that, and the people who don't know how to do this stuff are just going to get left in the dust if they're taking, weeks and weeks and weeks to pull together one basic, product demo. That is a recipe for disaster. Another thing is just getting into understanding those camera movements. I've got a whole large glossary of camera movements that I'm going to put into this guide, but that alone will help your videos stand out. So adding that stuff to your prompt vocabulary can really be a huge way to get more attention on the marketing pieces that you create. Okay, so now shifting from how you can use this Seedance breakthrough for your own marketing, getting the word out about your own things, to some potential revenue streams that you might be able to build with this stuff. I'm seeing marketers and agencies who have never done, video creation before, starting with these productized ad packs. So little AI ad packs for, maybe $500, where you generate a couple different ads for your clients and put them up on social media for them. I was recently in Las Vegas for the CES conference, and in Las Vegas, the local TV is flooded with personal injury lawyers. And all of those videos were like the gaudiest, craziest AI generated stuff. Very obviously AI generated stuff, but very striking, flames and explosions, and the main lawyers like playing these crazy guitar riffs over a completely AI generated heavy metal song. Those folks, they don't really care much about branding. They just want to get, eyeballs and attention better than anything else. So those personal injury lawyers might be great clients for this stuff, where they're not going to be picky and they're going to really just gravitate towards, some wild ideas. Other ideas is creating faceless YouTube channels on behalf of specific clients. So coming up with good strategies and good, overarching storylines that you can pitch to, maybe it's local businesses or, any type of business out there that wanted to create a YouTube channel that just hasn't. Now with Seedance, you're able to really control that style in a way that these brands are often looking for. So that opens the door to really beginning to create these YouTube channels for these brands that would have been really hard before. User-generated content is another avenue worth exploring. Brands have been paying people for decades to film themselves using a product and talking about a product. You can now, using all these multimodal capabilities with Seedance, adding images of the product, adding different people, using these products in sort of that real man on the street footage or sort of vlogger type style, that can actually work really well with some of these models. AI video automation retainers, so building, maintaining, and improving, full automation workflows that you can pass off to a client and have them, use on a day-to-day basis. For that, and for really any of these AI video workflows, you're going to want to check out a tool called freepik.com. They're not a sponsor of this video. I just use the heck out of this tool. They have this spaces feature right here that you can get in and really start to iterate over all kinds of things. They have this template here. This is, like I was talking about, a template for this UCG video where you can click in here. This is already pre-built and you can run all of this stuff in parallel. This looks complicated, but it's fairly easy to get started. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be doing some more videos on this. Or if you really want to geek out about it, I have some weekly coaching calls, group coaching calls that are in my Patreon that you can jump on. I'd be happy to walk you through exactly how I'm using this stuff and building very simple workflows. But I mean, this stuff is like a business in a box right here. What I love about it is that you can iterate so much faster than in any sort of like a chat type workflow where you can create one thing and instantly create a bunch of versions of that and then find the best one. I've got some price points here in the cheat sheet that I'm seeing people have luck with. You know, it has your cost as well as the revenue range and the margins. The things you want to watch out for is make sure that you're charging a little more than you think you're going to need, because these tokens will add up. You're going to burn through those, and you want to make sure you've got enough budget there to create something and still make some money at the end of the day. So as you're thinking through all of that, I just want to remind you of something I'm always reminding myself, is that your moat is really your taste, your speed at which you can get stuff done, and your understanding of what converts. Okay, so now I want to move into some of the risks here, some of the fine print. There are some things with this Seedance model that are a little riskier than the other, USA baked models. First of all, the official Seedance terms and conditions are all currently in Chinese. There's no verified English version of those currently. So if you're working with big brands, you want to make sure and navigate that area carefully. You want to watch out for creating anything with a celebrity. Here's a video of Will Smith battling a spaghetti monster. A brand you're working with might get really fired up. They want to have a celebrity in their ad, and with Seedance you may be able to do that, but you should not do that because you will get in trouble. These celebrities will figure that stuff out, and it'll be a difficult situation to put yourself into, so watch out for that. I've got a little table here that compares the commercial rights associated with these different models from one to the other, so you might want to take a peek at that. There's a ton more in this cheat sheet. This is like a 40-page cheat sheet that gets into everything we've covered and dozens of other examples and resources of ways that you can get ready for Seedance 2.0 and how you're going to use that in your marketing and your revenue streams. I've also got some group coaching calls available in Patreon where you can work with me directly, ask me questions, and there's a ton of smart people in that group I'm learning a lot from, so check that out. But I recently released a video all about Opus 4.6 and all of the major breakthroughs that it's bringing to the table. I've got a link to that video right here. That's the next step in your AI journey. I will see you over there.
Make your dreams come